Hey, welcome to the second course video for the song One and Only. Definitely found its way in my top 10 songs up to this point with BAND-MAID. I'm musically malnourished. You're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. In these videos, we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music, which is always a treat. Now, one thing that I did mention in the React was the kind of jazz breakdown, and I was pretty blown away by it. And I totally forgot that there is a very tiny jazz section in Secret My Lips, which just released a couple of days ago. So I guess it just kind of, I missed out on it because I didn't make much of a big deal about it. I don't think I even mentioned jazz. Some of you mentioned it in the comments. But I think it was just such a small section. Konami was kind of like hitting each string slowly on the way down. And then, but for this song, I think it was so extended and so obvious that I was just like, I don't feel like I've ever heard this before, but obviously I'd heard a little bit of it. So that's cool seeing them integrate that. But let's go ahead and jump in and see what's going on lyrically with this song. All right. One and Only is one of BAND-MAID's most emotional songs, a reassurance piece, a healing piece, and a reminder that identity isn't found by eliminating weakness, but by embracing the whole self. This track speaks to someone who feels worn out, lost, or detached from who they used to be. Instead of giving them cliches, the lyrics offer something deeper. Even your weakness belongs to you. Even your fragility has value. No one else can judge your story. The person you are right now is enough. It's a gentle form of empowerment. Not loud confidence, but the kind you build slowly, moment by moment, one day at a time. The repeated declaration, "You are the only one," isn't romantic, it's grounding. It's the kind of phrase you say to someone who's forgotten their worth. This song feels like a hand on the shoulder, steady, compassionate, and unshakable. You know, it reminds me, if you haven't noticed on the channel, I've been most each day posting videos that I call the side dish. That's where I'm able to just kind of explore stuff out of the artists that we're looking into. And I don't really go too deep into the lyrics and things like that, but it's just a chance for me to hear different stuff and maybe things that you suggest in the comments as well. But by the time this video comes out, it won't be out yet, but it's scheduled to go out on December 13th. It's One More Light by Linkin Park. And the video I watched was even a tribute to Chester following his passing. And it kind of reminds me of that because the premise of that song was like, who cares if one more light goes out? And then Chester saying, gosh, it's emotional, dude. He's saying, I do. Like, I care. We need you. And so even in this idea of what it's saying here, you are the only one, not being romantic, but grounding, just reminding, like, you are unique. You are needed. There is only one of you. So that's kind of what it made me think of. So you can keep an eye out for that video as it's coming out as well. It's a really emotional song and performance. I can't take this anymore, I mutter to myself, but I'm sick of drowning in regret. Somewhere out there, maybe I can start again. When I want to cry, I force myself to smile. This screaming heart gets tighter and tighter. What am I? Do you know? I'm losing sight of myself. Wow. It will turn out all right, even in your weakness, even your fragility. You are everything, and no one has the right to deny that. Oh, you're not alone. I say, you are the only one. The view I saw just 3 seconds ago, now the world looks completely different. Memories fade away, and those sudden goodbyes. My chest aches like it might collapse. One day at a time. That's how everything piles up. It will turn out all right. Even so, it's kind of like this speaking of this broken place, this feeling overwhelmed, and then an answer, feeling of overwhelm, and then an answer. It will turn out all right, even your weakness and fragility. You are everything. No one can take that from you. You're not the only one. You're not the lonely one. I say, yes, you are the only one. This is a cool wordplay too, right? Lonely and only, which I don't know if that's how it flows in the, I guess we can go look real quick. Both weakness and fragility, you are everything. No one can not deny that. You're not a lonely one. You're not alone. You are the only one. Affirmation of identity and value. Yeah, so even here, you're not lonely one. You are the only one. How does that read in the Romanization? I'm curious. Because obviously for us, only one, lonely, or lonely one, only one, it just has a really great sound to it. So that's within the chorus. Let me see. Oh, they sang that in English. Yeah, you can see here. Oh, you're not lonely one. I say you are only one. Very cool. The view I saw just 3 seconds ago, now the world looks completely different. Oh, wait, we already read that. Show me. Oh, yeah, don't stop. Your overflowing voice, dreams, love, hold on to them. It will turn out all right. Even your weakness becomes strength. As long as it's truly you, no one can erase it. The first step you take, that's what creates your future. There's no such thing as a mistake, so go on without fear. Be yourself just as you are. That's enough. I'm here, not anywhere else, right here with you. It will turn out all right, even your weakness. Okay, and then it's repeated. This is not romantic. You are the only one. It's emotional validation. Japanese uses only one to mean your uniqueness has worth. You matter. Because, yeah, I think this is probably the like old pastor in me, is you have that kind of two-edged sword in the sense of there's some danger in saying you're perfect just the way you are, because what if you say that to somebody who's running around on his wife? You know what I mean? It carries a whole different weight. They're like, oh wait, yeah, I'm perfect just the way I am. Like, I don't need to change. I don't need to do better. You say it to somebody who's addicted, somebody who's depressed. They're probably like, yeah, but I don't want to stay this way. And so there's kind of that qualifying statement, but they're different things. So I don't think it's speaking to like never get better, never change, never evolve, never, put into the light your thoughts and emotions and the way that you treat people. But I think there's something, and it's interesting, even from a faith side, is within Christianity, the beautiful thing is, okay, there's a few different things, and I won't spend too long here, but I think it's interesting, at least just from my perspective, is people are sometimes made to feel like clean it all up, then come to God. But that's not the gospel. And the whole point is, he says, this is in Ephesians, while you were yet sinners, Christ died for you. So in my own life, when I was addicted to drugs, when I was, just a liar, a pervert, I was so broken, so lost, so hurting. And I hated God. And even in that, like, he pursued me. He called to me. He said, yeah, while you were still a sinner, while you still hated me, like, I gave myself for you. And so it is not like, hey, get better and then come to me. It's him looking at you, no matter if you're addicted, no matter if you're running around on your wife, no matter if you hate him with all of your heart, no matter if you don't believe in him at all, whatever state a person finds themselves in. He comes to you and first says, I love you, okay? Where you are, who you are. It's not this like, I don't care about anything that you do. Like, yeah, just keep doing whatever you want. Who cares? Hurt people, like chase your own, lusts and passions. No big deal. But first and foremost, he comes and he validates you. as a person, a son and a daughter. And that is such an empowering thing. And so you look at somebody who may feel totally worthless, and how powerful is it to say, hey, I love you. I believe in you. I'm here for you. And then you can move forward from there, and whatever those things look like, and trying to, grow as a person. But that's so powerful that your uniqueness has worth, you matter. And I think that's what every human being on the earth needs to know, that even those who have done the worst things, like, man, they need to know, like, hey, you matter. And that's an empowering place to launch from. A sudden change in scenery 3 seconds ago is poetic exaggeration. The world feels unstable, shifting faster than emotions can follow. One day at a time, a rare phrase in Japanese, intentionally borrowed from English to indicate slow, steady healing. Weakness becomes strength. Japanese nuance. Your vulnerability is not something to eliminate. It becomes part of your identity. I'm here, be with you, emotional grounding, not romance, presence, support, companionship. Wow. Well, hey, if you haven't heard it in a while, I do just need you to know, you matter, okay? You are uniquely you, and your light is needed. So let that in some small way encourage you today. Thank you for listening to this with me. Feel free to let me know your thoughts on it in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next one, because we're dominating the freaking world and eating good while we're doing it.